Right, let's take a look at how some of the stuff turned out on this car. Just kind of spot painting some of it. Realized that there's just no way to do the patina on this thing because it's just there's so many places that got damaged trying to fix it. So anyway, it's not a big deal. Just gonna leave the dash the way it was, and I'm gonna not paint that. This is gonna get painted, some of the other parts, because that got turned back into the correct hood. Actually just used the same hood and just flattened out the emblem area, and I'm going to put the 4-tab emblem on it because they're just too hard to find, one that's in good shape, and everybody wants a fortune. So I'm not really worried about stuff being, oh, it's not really a 4-tab hood. Well, who freaking cares? If it looks like a 4-tab hood, it's a 4-tab hood. So, but anyway, some of this bodywork stuff, take a look at this over here. This is that, I just shot a real light coat of base on here. Just going to shoot a little bit of clear on here just so it's sealed mainly. In the base I use a single stage urethane, so let's look at how this looks. If you saw that video on when I was pulling out the front end, this is pretty decent. Doesn't look like it really was much damage. A little bit, but not much. So, and then of course that got replaced. This is all going to get painted again when the whole outside's done. I just shot a quick coat on that. Kind of blended in up here, a little bit of color difference, but then again, this area is all worn out, but I'm just going to leave it that way. I want it to look older, like you can really see the original paint, stuff like that, you know. So it's getting original running boards. They're not going to be restored or anything. So this is the original color polished. The interesting thing is on this car, the door panels, if you can see the number 52 over there, or whatever it is, 59. I don't know what he's doing, but this car was actually, these door panels have never been off. So either of them, both door panels, they still had the wax paper behind them, and all the little rubber seals, everything was there. All the rubber in it's original, and it's not that bad a shape, so that's not going to get replaced. The window rubber, I have to replace it because I had to remove the windows and couldn't save it because it was so old. I mean, it's 1960, and there's how this looks. If you notice, there's not a real evidence of the repair. And this apron's painted. Got some jam paint on there. Got some jam paint up here. And then when this gets all done, there's deck lids underneath this painted. I'm just going to paint the outside of the car, and then this is going to stay in here, and the original pieces for here are actually going to be put back in, so you won't see anything behind there. But I just wanted it protected because the rust, you know, I don't want that coming back. So you can see here, take a look at the dash, cleaned it up, and that's the original color, original paint. Even has some wear, which looks cool. Underneath here is all original. I have to clean these out, and I'm actually going to treat that. But there's not really any rust in the doors. So amazing that there's no rust in the doors, and the heater channels were completely gone. So they got a little bit of paint on those. I just shot them real quick, and I still have to get the color just a little bit tighter for in here. It's kind of hard to do because this color, or this paint that I use, changes as it dries. It's not like some of the automotive paints where they, you know, this isn't really automotive paint, it's sign paint. So this bottom piece actually rubbed the door because the wonderful Clock at Home bend was too rounded, and it just rubbed the edge. So I had to smooth it out. So I'm going to go ahead and probably do a fill on that and repair it. I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually fill that. I probably will, but I was thinking I'm going to put some of those door sills on here. Maybe. I don't know. Got all these things I want to do, but I don't know which ones I'm going to actually do. That's of course not the right steering wheel for this car. The speedometer we noticed was from a 66 or 65, and a lot of the panels on this car that were replaced were from around the same year. So we're thinking it got in a wreck, and they just took the parts off the other car. Well, if you notice behind the grills, it's white. That's what color they were behind there. Kind of interesting. So we just went back to white again, and gonna put the radio back in. I'll have to do some work and fix that glove box. That's gonna be fun. The glove box liner. I'm actually gonna fix that one that I have. And then, yeah, so that's basically the update on the car. I still got this door hanging. I'm going to probably leave it that way. It's all right with me. The closure, or the whatever it is, it helps it get into the right position because the hinges are loose. So, but I'll just leave it that way. It's an old car. It's supposed to be old. Gonna leave it that way. Kind of makes some stuff still really old, but the reason I'm decided to paint it is because just the outside of it is because I'm gonna have to put a headliner in here to put the top in, because if you've ever done a ragtop before, the headliner and the ragtop go together. You have to do them both at the same time, so you can't just do one without the other. So I went ahead and just gonna sand it down, really just finish up the rest of the bodywork here, a couple door dings, not much, fix the fenders a little bit, and give it a hose and see how it looks. It'll look pretty neat. This color is different, you know. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of green, but it's kind of a weird green, and it'll be, I don't think I've ever seen another car this color at a show, so I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.